Please rise for the presentation of the colors and the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You may be seated. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome and thank you for joining us today for the Air Advisor Memorial Foundation's 10th Annual Remembrance Ceremony. I am Tech Sergeant Peter Gonzalez, the President of the Air Advisor Memorial Foundation. COVID-19 has presented unique circumstances that have placed limitations on how we socialize, congregate, and how we fellowship. Here at the Foundation, we remain steadfast in our mission to honor those who have paid the ultimate price while serving our nation, regardless of the circumstances. So again, we thank you for adapting to such circumstances and joining us for this ceremony. At this time, I would like to invite Chaplain Jans to come forward to offer us a prayer and a few words.
I invite you to join me in a word of prayer. Gracious God, Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer, we come together today to remember. Even as we continue to deal with the coronavirus pandemic, we join our hearts today to remember these fallen air advisors who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. Although our annual memorial service is not in person this year, we remember the spouses, children, extended families, co-workers, and teams of these beloved officer and senior non-commissioned air advisors. Whether for nearly 6 years or 10 years already, these are the ones who continue to be impacted by the high sacrifice of their family members or colleagues. Those ripples are still felt through the years as children grow and grow up, as families pull together to keep on keeping on. And our Air Force team of teams continues the Air Advisor mission even with this hole in our earthly lives. Lord, you also know about sacrifice. So we are thankful for your care to each of us, and especially that you continue to walk beside all of us as we remember. Thank you for continued opportunities to serve you and our blessed nation. In your holy and life-giving name, Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Jans. Welcome to our virtual ceremony. The Air Advisor Memorial Foundation hosts a remembrance ceremony every year to honor the air advisors whose names are posted on the memorial wall. The goal of this annual ceremony is to raise awareness for those air advisors who were killed while serving our nation honorably, to rejuvenate their memories, and keep their spirits alive to aid in the healing process for their families and friends. We commend all who are joining us today, near and far, to honor the fallen, and also thank their families and friends for their support and trust to carry out this humbling honor. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest speaker, the Commander of the United States Air Force Expeditionary Center, Major General Mark Cameron, who will now offer a few words.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families. It's an honor to speak to you today. And while I wish we could be side by side and shoulder to shoulder and in each other's midst, COVID has kept us apart physically. But it can't stop us from uniting, and it can't stop us from gathering with a single purpose. Today we will remember these 11 air advisors who gave their lives while serving our nation. So it's fitting that we gather together by whatever means is possible to honor their sacrifice, to honor their service, celebrate their lives, and recognize the importance of the mission they were fulfilling. And knowing full well that there is very little I could ever say that would make the slightest dent in pain of loss or provide an increase in the gratitude we feel for their sacrifice, I'm compelled to make an effort. Today, as my words are being recorded, we are approaching the 10th anniversary of the single largest loss of air advisors. The importance of the air advisor mission and of their sacrifice is marked by this memorial, and marked by the fact that today in remote locations around the globe, air advisors continue the crucial and often perilous task to ensure a safer and more stable world for all of humanity. So it's my hope that everyone who hears my words today understands the importance of the air advisor mission, that you'll know our national security depends upon brave men and women willing to embed within the militaries of our allies and coalition partners. They do this to train them on tactics and techniques and procedures that they need to provide for their own defense. It's this unique work that builds the defense capability and capacity of our allies. And it's this unique work that solidifies important strategic international relationships. It's this unique work that foundationally, and perhaps most importantly, provides an opportunity for others to live free from tyranny, to pursue for themselves the freedoms that we in the United States hold dear, the freedoms that we find foundational to our way of life, the freedoms that for Frank and Raymond and Jeffrey and Charles and David and Philip and Nathan and Tara and James and Phyllis and Gregory, that for these 11 heroes whose honor we gather for today were important enough for them to raise their right hand and to swear an oath, and then to hold true to that commitment and go to a land far away and work with a people that they barely knew in hopes that they could secure for themselves what our nation and like-minded nations hold so dear: freedom. Freedom from tyranny, and freedom from oppression, and freedom from fear. So I know that my words alone cannot begin to describe the vastness of their purpose, nor the void that still remains by their lives cut too short. But I also know that we are safer today, that people around the globe are safer today, and we'll be safer tomorrow. And people around the globe, people that we will probably never meet, will be safer tomorrow, and they'll be freer tomorrow. Because these 11 air advisors, these 11 heroes who served our nation. So it's important that we have paused to take stock of the sacrifices that are forever etched in history at this memorial. And it's important for us to always remember that it's a privilege to carry on their work as air advisors and as expeditionary airmen. So as I close my comments today, I want to thank you for allowing me to briefly unite with you. I've endeavored to recognize the magnitude of this moment in time, to honor the lives of our nation's fallen Air Advisor heroes. It's my hope that God will bless you, that He will bless this memorial, and that He will continue to bless the United States of America.
Thank you very much, Major General Camera. At this time, we will read the names of the fallen, accompanied by photographs provided by the families and friends of our brothers and sisters in arms.
Colonel Frank Bryant. Lieutenant Colonel James McLaughlin. Major Phyllis Pelkey. Major Phil Ambard. Major Jeffrey Osborne. Major David Broder. Major Raymond Estelle. Major Charles Ransom. Captain Nathan Nylander. Master Sergeant Tara Brown. Master Sergeant Gregory Coos.
As we close today's ceremony, I would like to take a moment to thank all of the individuals who drove this intention to a reality. The Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst Base Honor Guard, the Air Force Expeditionary Center's Public Affairs, the Air Force Office of Special Investigations Detachment, board officers and members, and our supportive and inspiring families and friends of the heroes we honor today and forevermore. Thank you.